I am here live at Firefly with the one and only Max. What's up, brother? I am so excited to talk to you.
Delighted to talk to you, man. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. So I have a lot I want to ask you about. I'm going to try to keep it short. First of all, you've had a career for a long time in entertainment, and you were doing Nickelodeon stuff, and then what's really cool was you did a fashion campaign with Madonna, Dolce & Gabbana, right?
Yes,
what was that like? I mean, she's a legend, icon.
Yeah, she's a fun-sized human like myself. That's why I got the campaign. I never really did the modeling thing until she wanted someone to play her like son in this thing, and it was unbelievable. I mean, my favorite story from it was that I'm supposed to be learning how to dance from her, and she walks in. I'm being directed to be embarrassed and whatever else, and she looks in my face and she goes, "Why are you making those faces?" And I was like, "I don't know, Madonna. What faces should I make?" And she takes a smile on my back and she lifts me up and she says, "I'll teach you how to dance." And the final part of the story, skipping ahead, was we were out on the street, first time paparazzi and all that stuff I'd ever seen. Next day, my dad gets the paper, and it's showing me and her walking down the street, and it says, "Who's Madonna's new fetus boyfriend?" And that was it.
That's pretty cool, though.
It was super cute, and my parents still have all the clippings and stuff.
Oh, hell yeah.
I haven't seen her since, but, bye, love you, girlfriend, Madonna. See you soon.
Have you heard her new album, Madam X?
Yeah, I love that, she's Madonna. She's always she's always reinventing herself and having collaborating with new artists. It's sick to see that an artist like that continues to change the boundaries and push them and do her thing.
Absolutely. So speaking of music, your music, man, I absolutely love it. First of all, that voice is nuts.
Thank you, brother.
Your voice is so insane.
I appreciate it.
What do you do? What do you do with that besides sing?
Oh man!
How do you keep it in shape?
Oh yeah, I mean, it's like any athlete. I think that we sometimes I had an injury a little while back, and it's so important for people to realize I don't talk a lot when I'm sometimes after shows, right. And some people think that's weird, but a lot of times it's just like when LeBron hurts himself. You got to make sure that you respect that maybe he doesn't want to run around and play soccer after a basketball game, But it's weird when people come up to me and I'm a mime and they're like, "Why are you not speaking to me?" And I'm like, "Give me a hug," whatever else.
Yeah.
I've learned sign language, which is fun.
Really?
And I have a bunch of little toys and stuff that I use for my voice now, which is fun. It's cool in the vocal community where people are like, "Oh, you got to get this thing. This is what helps," and whatever else. So why am I losing the words? It's a labor of love. That's what I wanted to say.
Gotcha. So the album, first of all, is absolutely incredible, and then you've done some recent singles as well.
Thank you, man.
What has been your favorite part of this whole process?
Man, I love the new one with Quinn, who I know you were just with.
Yeah.
It's been such a fun experience. It's called
It's a
Love Me
great
Less.
song.
Thank you, man. And it was the song that I did right after I came out of this not speaking for 4 months thing, and it was so. It made me fall in love with music again because I was in such a dark place, and it's been beautiful to just wear yellow for the whole album because it represents hope to me and make sure that hope for other people hopefully is translated, and that's what's great about having this new musical process. It makes me be happy to be alive again.
That's awesome, and that's what great art does. You know what I mean? It really does change lives, whether we know it consciously or not. So, okay, your live shows are absolutely insane. I mean, you're not going and seeing you standing there hanging out singing songs. You are all over the place. You're doing flips and you're insane. Why is that so important to you?
Man, I think I've always been so influenced by James Brown and artists that they leave it on that stage. And I always think if I'm dead tomorrow, I would hope that the last show I played was as much as I could have given, And sometimes I get in trouble because I try to climb shit and then I'd fall off, or I have had people catch me, and I've taken some stupid risks, but I still feel like that's the greatest. That's why I'm alive. It makes me feel more alive than anything else besides being with my family and my wife and stuff. It really is my happy place.
Yeah, that's the thing about you is just you exude artistry, you know what I mean? And every part of you, from your fashion to your even the way you talk, you just exude art.
Oh, that's so kind of you. Thanks, brother.
Love that, of course.
That's a beautiful compliment.
Thank you very much. So you're doing some shows,
Yeah.
And then what can we expect after that?
Whole new album, baby.
When is that coming out?
Oh, it's coming. It's coming. I got a new song coming out next month. I'm really excited about it. It's called Acid Dreams. I did it with my partner Ryan, who we also have Party Pupils with.
Yeah.
It's the first time that he's produced a Mac song, which has been really cool. He like started, and Pupils is usually way funkier, and this one is like a mix of like sort of the funky style we do with Party Pupils and my more, you know, like soulful thing on the Mac side.
Right.
And when he produced it, I was like, I think this is my next Mac song. Like, so it's sometimes it gets weird when we have the two projects. Like, where does this go? And sometimes he's pissed. He's like, no, I love this song for this, but it's worked out that that's the next one for my thing. And then whole new album, I think it's going to be either later this year or just the very top of next year. And I'm so excited to get it out. I'm just making sure it's perfect and the best I can give to everybody.
And I'm super excited. Are we going to get a tour? Please say.
Oh, yeah, of course. Right now I'm doing these little tiny shows just to sort of get back in the swing with this new era. It's been nice because we've done a lot of wonderfully, you know, a lot of people at the shows, but it's so nice to be in a room with just like a couple hundred people and just feeling that energy. It really reinvents the wheel for us and gets us back into knowing which songs we want to do for the big one.
That's awesome. And just a couple more because I know you're busy. What inspires you? Who inspires you? What artists? What art? What movies? Like what makes you feel so inspired to write and perform and sing?
Dude, it's amazing when I see artists like Tyler, the Creator. I'm sure so many people have been inspired by him recently, but I love an artist like that who not only reinvents themselves, but commits to it so wholeheartedly that they're not afraid that they'll lose fans or people will be like, oh, this isn't what I fell in love with you for. You know, I think it's so encouraging because sometimes you get in your own little bubble and you wonder like, man, am I going to lose everything I've built because I take this risk? And in the end, like, who gives a fuck? If you don't do that, then you're never going to grow or create what could be the best thing. So I love seeing artists like that because it gives all of us more hope that you can keep bettering yourself. And if you're not growing, then you're dying. So we might as well keep growing.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's, you know, it reminds me of people, and I was telling Quinn this, it reminds me of people like Mike Posner and Tyler, the Creator, that, you know, Posner, like, just doesn't care. You know, I mean, he just released an album, and instead of touring or doing any promotion for it, he's walking across America, like, which is risky, but it's brave. But you know what? It's like pushing the boundaries of what art can be and how you can get it out to other people and stuff. It's just, you know, I love that you're talking about that because it's very inspiring.
Oh man, I love Mike and him doing what he's doing. I think it's almost the opposite. He cares so much.
Yeah.
He cares so much that he's like, I'm not feeling fulfilled by just doing the usual thing. And if I don't do this now, then maybe I'll never do it. And I think that's a lesson for all of us. It's like, for Firefly, I rented out a farm for this weekend, and we've been like chilling with chickens and eating eggs every morning. And I was like, fuck it, if I don't do it now, when else am I gonna get a farm for Firefly? So that's the way. Just rent that farm for Firefly, walk across the country, live your best life.
There you go, brother. One last question. If you weren't, I've been thinking about this since the interview was scheduled. You, like I said, you exude art and entertainment and performance. I was trying to think, what could I imagine you doing besides this? And I couldn't think of anything. But what would Max Snyder be doing if you were not doing this?
I don't know. I'm such a non-functioning human. Like I couldn't do anything probably. But I think I do like just going for things, and I think I would want to help other people go for it. I think that's really the only thing I could do is like guiding someone else in doing it and helping them reach their dreams. That's pretty much me. Or a preschool teacher. Like I love chilling with kids. Or I would work at like a rescue shelter because I love dogs and I just would like chill there all day. So those are really it. That's it. I don't know. I wouldn't be able to do laundry. I can't do that now. So
No Max Snyder, the banker, or like
nah, he would suck. He would lose all of your money. So don't trust Max Schneider, the banker.
All right, brother. I'm really looking forward to the new album, and I will be seeing you on tour. How's it feel to be playing Firefly?
Oh, it's incredible, man. This is the dream. I've been dreaming about this festival.
Crazy.
Thank you so much, man. And yeah, I'm hyped to do one more performance with my boy Quinn 92 later today. It's gonna be cute.
Awesome. All right, brother. Thank you, guys. Live from Firefly, the one and only Max.